Okay. Ita Mexico, good day. It is a little bit breezy Saturn day afternoon, August 27th, 2022, and we are leaving the lunar cycle Pakipis TotsitHP when the choke cherries ripen and heading into our next cycle, which is a little bit of a mystery because this summer our frog moon and flower moon events coalesced under one lunar cycle. Then we did have the long rains, then we did have our Saskatoons ripening, and then we did have our choke cherries ripening. And normally after that we would have the deer going into the rut, but it's too early. It's too early for the deer to be going into the rut. So we'll see what big happenings occur this lunar cycle and what we're going to end up naming it. Looking at old records and stuff, there's a couple of possibilities. Might be the moon when the leaves turn. It could be the moon when the snakes go blind. In fact, talking about snakes, one of the things I want to do this afternoon is hike up. The main thing I want to do is hike up and check out the snake dens here and see whether there are any neonates yet. I still have that baby rattlesnake, that newborn rattlesnake, for about the last month at my house, waiting for the other newborns to arrive. And today might be the day. So this weekend I might be releasing that guy. Something happening right here phenologically that's worth pointing out. I don't know if you can see with this camera because it doesn't telescope, but the beaver lodge here has a lot of new wood placed on top of it. A lot of wood. I suspect they're gonna next layer mud on top of that and kind of eat their way in. I think they're building up to make that lodge their winter lodge this year. Hard to say. The one on the other side of the pond is still, their shoreline lodge is still definitely a residence for them. I need to go over there and pick the mint before he goes away. But yeah, I suspect they're going to use this what used to be their scent mound as their winter lodge this year. They might have even used it last year, but they're building it up, putting on more sticks. So yeah, I'm going to hike up toward the snake dens. We'll see what other phenological events are occurring along the way. Don't got much plans for the day. Could be some wildlife snake calls later. I don't know though. It's kind of cool, breezy. Snakes are mostly, I think, starting to head back toward the dens, and it's going to rain tonight. So we'll see about all that, but we are going to go check those dens right now, or at least we're headed in that direction. Gotta love our river valley. So awesomely scenic. Okay, so I just went and checked on the rattlesnake dens, the garter snake dens, the bull snake dens. And not many snakes back at the dens yet. In fact, for garter snakes, bull snakes, 0. With the rattlesnakes, there are a couple of the females back at the den having given birth already. More interesting is what's going on at the rattlesnake rookery. And remember the other week when I visited the rookery here and I showed you there was just piles of mamas? Look what's there now. is pretty awesome, hey? Don't get to see baby rattlesnakes like that very often. Check these guys out. Just walking up toward the muff. A couple of blue herons here. Landed in the shallows at the end of this oxbow. See if I can get a bit closer to them. Well, I guess not. Already spooking them. The herons here, they spook pretty easy. I don't know how much fun he's gonna have on that side. There's a lot more human visitors on that side, but anyway, continue on toward the muff. I'm on my way to check for fairy bells berries. See how the fairy bell berries are doing. They should be ready to pick. Of course, you got your goldenrod, which is a medicinal, but also just a good like tonic type of tea you can drink regularly. Oh, I miss these. I was trying to catch that heron's profile. Now he's in profile a little bit. I think he's gonna swim. I think he's gonna fly across, perhaps. Maybe not. That is kind of a good place for the fishies there. If I don't pay too much attention to him, he should be all right. Sunflowers. Let's go look at the fairy bells. Well, I shouldn't be surprised, but I kind of am. The fairy bells have all been that's the scary element of being in the muff. This mountain bikes come by pretty quick. Gotta jump out of the way. Any case, as I was saying, the fairy bells berries are not present. I guess they've been picked by the birds. This shouldn't surprise me, as the birds have picked out everything else except overpicked everything else except the chokecherry this year. Oh, look at these cute little mushrooms. Okay. Not sure what type these are, but that's pretty awesome. There's another one right there. Yeah, no fairy bells. That's a bummer. I was looking forward to their sweet flavor, but the birds being so short of insects this year here in Lethbridge, they had to use them up, I guess. I don't know. There is something else worth looking at out here in terms of food plants and such. Let me show you an example of that as soon as I come across one. Not this. This is Tartarian honeysuckle. Not good for human consumption, although birds can some birds seem to digest it all right. Yeah, I'm still kind of looking around because I'm expecting to see some of them fairy bells, but I'm pretty sure the birds ate them all out. All right, up here should be the other thing I want to show you. Oh yes, here we have catnip. Lots of wild catnip growing. I have no cats. But here, on the other hand, we got stinging nettle. stinging nettle in seed. So the ones that I like are the green ones, and these seeds are they're good stuff. They're like hemp heart, you know, they're high protein little seeds, all the yummy to munch if you can get a good bunch. I really like the green. The more green the seed for me. Like these guys. Yeah. Yeah, lots of these. That is what you pick of the nettle this time of year. Nettle's one of those plants, pretty much every time of year there's something useful about it. Dang, well, no fairy bells this year. I hear some birds in the forest main. I even see some on the walkways here. Lots of doves today. Doves and robins. In fact, I think a lot of these are here robins. Most of the warblers, the kingbirds, the catbirds, all those guys are headed out, I think. I'm not seeing them around anymore. Not hearing them. The red-winged blackbirds probably all gathering in big flocks right now. And lots of robins hunting the trail here. So the robins are flocking up. They're getting ready to leave. Hey, I mean, there must be 100 robins down here right now, which is, or more, you know, which is not the usual thing down here. So I'm going to head back to the parking lot. I don't know if there's going to be much else to see. Go over to the house, show you what's new there. What do we got? Some new Halloween decor and such, and maybe update on the animals, something like that. We'll see what the rest of the day holds, but yeah, I think I'm headed out of here. Yeah. Nervously eating kibble. Nervously eating kibble. You're just stuffing it in your throat pocket, I can see. You're not even swallowing. He's gonna dump it all as soon as I walk away. Just wants to make sure I don't steal it. Yes, I'm at home now, chilling out. Here you can see some of our new Dollarama Halloween decor has gone up. The big murder of crows and our jelly blood dripping mirror. A little fortune thing, some kind of creepy dwarf looking skeleton. I don't know. Any case, yeah, I guess I'm gonna hang out here for a bit and see what else comes up, if anything, later. Maybe we'll get a look at the skunk babies. They're out back now, living behind my shed. They were in my basement for a little bit, but I've set them up. Not so much an enclosure. I got a couple traps set around the side. If they get big enough to crawl over those traps, they're welcome to leave. But they're just so tiny yet. I hesitate to let them go in the coulees because they'll just not make it. We could actually walk out there. I thought for some reason that the dogs were out there and the gate was closed and all that kind of jazz. But now I can show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, right now for wildlife here, I got the skunks, and I got that neonate rattlesnake, probably the rattler. I'll let go of tomorrow, the next day, sometime when it's not raining so bad. I'll bring it to that den with the snakes that we saw. There's a lot more babies than what we saw there. It's just a, you know, the cool breezy afternoon, and it is what it is. But yeah, see, I just got kind of a row of cages set up here, and that's about all that's keeping the baby skunks in this area. I think they're underneath this pallet over here, and it's a good place for them to kind of hang out for a week or two, grow up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not seeing them anywhere here. It's a big jewel spider somewhere. I haven't found the spider. I just see the web here every time I'm around. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a big orb web. Maybe it's one of the jewel spider babies. Oh, here we got another web too, right on the compost, but no spider. Could be the progeny of the jewel spider that I relocated a couple of years ago here. Somebody found it on their house other side of town and right freaked out, had me move it. I just moved it here to my shed. Anyway, that's about the gist of it, I guess. We'll see if there's anything else today, or if this is end of video.